Okay. For life is just employer. He gives you what you ask. But once you have set the wages yourself, why complain of the poverty? A very wonderful morning, fellow Toastmasters. We have all complained about many things that we do not have or we couldn't achieve. I request to take a moment, every one of you, and think. Try to remember from the time we see things around us, how many of us have only complained and complained rather than acting upon, really acting upon? I was also the same, especially with respect to my speaking ability, my public speaking ability. I complained, criticized my mother tongue, my capacity, without realizing that I'm complaining about a thing whose boss is none other than me. My life is near my employer. Today, I have a burning desire to be a world champion of Toastmasters Public Speaking 2021. I may be considered naive, but so was Thomas Alva Edison until he discovered electric bulb after 10,000 failed attempts. Even today's meeting was started with the fox and the grape story, which falls in line with my vision and my goals. I do not want to be that fox who tells the grapes are sour, but find ways after failing and failing and failing. Failing is a stepping stone to success, isn't it? One might ask, aren't you rushing towards your goal? You want to be a public speaking, best public speaking of Toastmasters in 2021. And I would say no. I want to be a better speaker ever since the whole crowd laughed at me when I introduced myself in August 2013. I still remember the day, the time, the place, everything. Today, the name of the goal is different, but the goal is still the same. I have overcome the problem of pronunciation, eradicated the effect of my mother tongue on the language English. I have gathered myself to stand in front of the audience and speak. Toastmasters has been polishing on the required details I need. So what is left to become the best public speaker of Toastmasters? Many things. My goal is now to practice till I'm near to perfection. Meet people and learn from them till I'm near to perfection. And most important, prepare myself to taste the failure with a smile, stand, and then walk again with the same faith, that I have right now without failing. Failing is one thing which one has to taste if they want a success. Otherwise, the success just vanishes. My burning desire to be a better speaker, the best speaker, has sparked a desire to be one of the most influential leaders in the world. Again, I may be considered naive, but what if I am a great speaker? I can be a great influential leader too. A best speaker is a great influential leader. We have all heard, we have all understood. I write down my daily journal, which helps me focus on my strengths more, at the same time understand my weakness very closely. I'm not sure how many of you do this, but from the moment I have started doing this until my last Toastmaster project told me to do that, I have started noticing little by little changes. Those short-term goals you keep to achieve and the fulfillment you get. I'm keen to stick on my plan that I prepare every night. I'm still working on it. I'm not sure if how long will I take to establish that, but I am working on it and I am a step ahead. And above all, I want to be more approachable. I've always found it difficult to work with groups. Taking several personality tests revealed that I belong to a very rare personality types. For example, I would like to take Myers-Briggs personality test. I'm not sure if you have know it, but if you Google MBTI personality test, you can take it for yourself. And that test revealed that I am an INFJ, which is just 2% of the total US population. And that was astonishing. Knowing my personality strength and weakness, I feel partially equipped with tools. There are yet many things on the ingredients list, to be an influential leader, like standing up for what is right, being bold and courageous, and at the same time, empathetic and generous, and striving to make my fears irrelevant to me. We have all been scared to stand up against a teacher or a boss, even though we know we are 100% right. But yesterday, I was in the middle of writing this speech, and suddenly it struck, if I don't do it now, I won't do it ever. And I told my teacher, ma'am, you're wrong. The messages, the WhatsApp started flooding. They were like, my friends were like, Khushbu, are you lost your mind? Have you lost your mind? She's the uh, she's a reputed personality. You can't just say that. But I told her I was wrong. You are wrong. And this should be the right answer. I gave her the information, the relevant thing which I knew, and she readily agreed to me. And there I was being a role model to my whole class. And if I had not taken that step, I wouldn't have achieved that. So writing this speech motivated me to do that. And giving this speech is taking me to next level. I thank Toastmasters International for making me move a step ahead, for being accountable to my vision and goals. I'm making that every small step, small goals turning into big achievements. All I have to do is, and all we have to do is hold on to our vision and goals and work towards it and make it to the best. Yes, I want to be a best public speaking, a world champion of Toastmasters public speaking and an influential leader in the coming days. And I'm moving ahead, and ahead to work and achieve my goals with short and baby steps.
Good morning, everybody, and especially to my target speaker, Toastmaster Khushbu. Life has been called many things, but life as an employer, definitely I'm hearing it for the first time. Congratulations on completing your level 5 project too. To quickly talk about some wow moments that were there for me, here's what I have put up on the slide. Things that I felt went very well. A great intro, you started with a metaphor, life as an employer, and if you were to give wages to yourself, intro, body, and conclusion, verbal, non-verbal. These are the 5 areas in which I have tabulated my feedback. So great intro, body and the core had a lot of examples. You spoke about Edison. There was a lot of relatable content with a decent amount of vulnerability. You shared about your aspirations and how you want to implement it. And you concluded it with a powerful message that we have to hold on to our vision and we have to take baby steps, but we have to keep at it. Verbally also, there was great variety in tonality. Like you said, like you used the power of repetition very well. Like you said, short and short, complained and complained, burning desire, or grapes are sour, good words like eradication. So you use, and there was a lot of change in tonality. From a non-verbal point of view, you very well used when you said one has to taste, or just vanishes, or influential leaders. So I felt like you did practice all of this in good measure. So this is what I feel you've done well. Things that you could reflect on. You introduced a new thing called MBTI, and then you spoke about your personality type. Personally, I felt you could have just expanded that so that people know what that personality means. I also felt that the speech could have been a little more conversational or engaging because, like example, when you said, you know, this personality is only 2% of the population. So you could said, are any one of you among that 2%? Just don't lose heart. You also can be a great speaker and a great leader. So that's something you could reflect on to really challenge yourself, maybe push yourself and see to what extent did you really meet the speech objectives, because merely writing the speech at a certain time is not like the only step that could have been there for implementation. So maybe a little more focus on the implementation steps and a little clarity on what was the vision for which you were trying to implement. Okay, because life as an employer did not really give me as to what's the vision you're working towards. Of course, I understood that you're talking about becoming a great public speaker and a leader and especially world champion. So just push yourself from that point of view. Also the ending, I felt like the ending just came very suddenly. A little more impact in the ending would have been great. Last but not the least, most importantly, pause. I also face this problem, Khushbu, so I understand. So in many cases, you just just rattled off, but it might help that at least in certain junctures, you pause, let the audience sink in. Even when you say life as an employer. Similarly, to summarize, woohoo, great start, great content, great message. I have purposely left the other bucket like empty. It's okay, you'll ace it next time because it's a continuous process for all of us. Just take care of the pause a little bit and you'll be great. Thank you so much. Over to the general evaluator of the day.